many have said that he can't do that as a lawyer. His client cannot even advise him to do that. But under Ghanaian law, Prof, can a person or their lawyer advise them to disclose such documents when it comes to a push and they have to defend themselves in court?
Thanks for having me. I'm not sure the law allows anybody to say anything at all when it regards to it's with regard to national security issues. So the law, there are particular laws that should apply, and when it becomes necessary, of course, you have to balance the due process rights of the accused person or the defendant in the case with the larger interests of the society. And so, and in which context we're talking about national security. And so the law or the court should make sure that the rights of the accused person are not compromised simply in the name of national security. At the same time, the law doesn't lie in the hands of the defendant who used to work for the National Security Agency and the fact that he holds some important national security information to release it, because even the person may have sworn an oath to keep certain information secret in the name of national security or in the name of the security of the state. And the law is also clear that when it comes to certain situations, it is up to the Minister of Interior to authorize the release of certain information to certain ministries or to the court and so on. So it doesn't lie in the hands of the defendant to simply say that I would have national security information. And if the situation is not clear, the matter may refer to the Supreme Court for the Supreme Court to make that determination as to what information can be divulged without compromising national security or otherwise.
Well, Prof, again, what about if it's happening in court? Divulging it publicly and also discussing it in court, will the law at least allow? And are there frameworks or are there some sort of, does it have limits? Is there anything that can be regulated when it's happening in court that, well, because it's a case that's happening, I don't have a choice but to provide it? Can that happen in court?
It doesn't normally happen, and I'm sure the counsel for the defendant knows about that. So you cannot just divulge information. As I already said, there are procedures to follow, and he knows about it, and the lawyer will also know about it. So he cannot divulge any information at all. If at all, at that very moment that the information the defendant will want to disclose that information, they may approach the bench, and the bench may decide whether that information could be disclosed or otherwise.
Well, so far, could such action amount to a breach to Official Secrets Act? Say you have, so far, the documents that we've seen in public, whether he's the one or whether it happened during transmission, could it amount to a certain breach so far?
It depends on the information, but it could amount to a breach, yes. And then it becomes a criminal act. And so in that situation, it will provide another basis for the prosecution to maybe prefer other charges against him.
Right.